Close your eyes. And I want you to take a breath in with me.
I feel different, right, especially right now in the moment, because I feel very, very vulnerable and I feel very raw. Like I did have a really heavy moment of working through where's this perfectionism in me? Where did it come from? And I had to visualize myself as my teenage self, which surprisingly, I liked my teenage years and I liked myself when I was a teenager. It wasn't like a dark time in my life, but when I had to have a conversation with her and really like address this idea of being a perfectionist and be like, it's okay, you don't need to do that. That was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life.
In your mind's eye, go where she is and just be across from her. Are you there with her? Okay. So out loud, I want you to say hi.
Hi.
I haven't seen you in a while.
I haven't seen you in a while.
But I've been thinking about you. It's okay, take your time.
Like really hard. And I didn't like her. I was like, wow, like this woman is like, I just felt like when someone is so stubborn that they just have their nails like dug into the ground and don't want to move, that was it.
What is she doing?
She's laughing at me because she thinks it's ridiculous that I feel this way.
And here I was trying to be this like really mature adult, being like, it's okay, honey, you don't need to be this way. And I'm talking to myself, and myself is just like, no, no, this serves you. This is the way you are. You're not letting this go. Like it was hard work for me, like really hard.
I want you to say, thank you very much for listening to me.
Thank you very much for listening to me.
You really don't have to do this anymore at all.
You really don't have to do this anymore.
And yet I did feel like a huge shift, and I felt I fought through it and I let it go, and I had empathy for her. And I think there was so much sadness, there was so many tears and emotion that came up because I was sad, and I was also very angry. I was angry like, you could have learned this 15 years ago. You didn't need to be like suffering this much time. You didn't need to be so miserable. You don't need to be this hard on yourself. You don't need to speak this badly to yourself. Like there was just a lot of pain around, almost like regret. Like, damn, why have I been putting myself through this? I think what I've learned here has been so powerful. Like if I was really young, I wouldn't be able to get this. I mean, it's very, very mature, and it takes a lot of maturity to like be self-aware. But I think that I'm excited to master these skills. I'm excited to practice this because literally I did one exercise and felt like 1,000 pounds off of me. And I'm like, oh my God, if I could do this 10 times, it's 10,000 pounds off of me. And if I think about 10 examples of things that have been holding me back, I can actually think of about 20 or maybe even 30. And that is exciting. Like the light at the end of the tunnel feels really, really light.
You did really well. It's very hard, very brave.